came a long way since those days, and
Oh yeah.
just talk about your progress. Throughout the 4 or 5 years that you've been here.
I mean, it's just just growing up and learning the system and learning the right things to do and watching the older guys, just to get better and just work on it every day.
When you first got here, you saw Derek Sherrod, first round draft pick, all the things that he was doing. How much did you kind of emulate, even though y'all played a different position? How much did you pick up just from lining up beside him?
Just his work ethic, and he was worked on the technique. He was fundamental sound, and just watch how he practiced. And even when we didn't have pads on, he still worked on the technique, pretty good, and just tried to focus on doing that.
With the way you progress this year and the offensive line has come together, looking back on the decision you had to make to come back for your senior year, I know you were pretty set in coming back and those second thoughts. Does that kind of cement your thoughts there?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it was a great opportunity to come back, and just give another go around, play my senior year and enjoy it with my other teammates.
How do you feel you performed this season, just kind of looking at it as a whole?
I think I performed pretty good, I always can be better, that's every game, I always look at certain things that I could have done better, stay on the block longer, anything, it all can be better.
This could potentially be your last game. How much has it motivated you, to go out there and try to get this victory so that you can extend your season in one more game?
I mean, a lot. I mean, you look forward to going to bowl games, and I love playing in them, and just, another game I have long, to play with my teammates.
What's it mean to you, as you said, playing one more, you like playing them? You have an opportunity to go to a fourth straight one, which no Mississippi State player has ever been able to do. How much is that a motivating factor?
I mean, a lot. I mean, to be a part of something that no one that have ever done before, I mean, that's a great thing to be a part of, and I mean, I want to be a part of that.
Have you seen the video of the touchdown run in overtime yet, Gabe? Because you kind of were the first lead blocker, and then Josh seemed to be the second lead blocker on that play.
I saw it. I watched it yesterday with Coach and the offensive line. We went through the whole game and watched it, and I got the chance to see it.
And
when it was happening,
if they'd said we're going to give a freshman this play to call in overtime to win a game, you'd have said crazy. But you've seen Damian respond to pressure.
Oh, no. I mean, I trust him. And Coach Mullen and the other coaching staff trust him to go in. I mean, I trust him because I know they're going to make the right decision.
You spent so much time with Chris Ralph. Can you see comparisons between him and Damian?
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it a lot. And Coach Everson, he joke around and call him a little rough or whatever. But I mean, they have a few things that's similar.
How much has the development of Blaine Clausell kind of helped your progression too?
I mean, a lot. I mean, he come along a long way. He's developed into a pretty good player, and just working with him and doing the same things together, the drills together, and being in sync with each other. It's been a great toll on how I perform.
I know it's a lot with the scheme calls and with the defense views you have, who you double team, who you help out on either side of you, but has there been a point with Blaine where you didn't kind of have to so-called look out for him as much? I mean, has there been a point this year or before this year?
Oh yeah, I mean last year, I mean he had got a lot better. He started playing as a redshirt freshman, so I mean last year he started to get that way, and I mean this year, I mean we call him Mr. Locker Down because I mean he been locking everybody down, so I mean he been doing pretty good in his own.
How mad were you at yourself there at the end of regulation when you got that offset jump and snap?
Oh man, yeah, I was upset. I was real upset. I mean, because it just those little small mistakes, cost you in the long run. It almost cost us. So, I mean, I hate those.
But it gave Damian a chance to be a hero.
True. I mean, everything worked out, the way it's supposed to be, and I mean it did, and we came out with a win. So I'm happy.
I know you're in the moment on that play in overtime, but when you have that block, is there ever a point during the play where you're like, whoa, this could go for a big one here?
Oh yeah, I mean I saw it as it developed. After I first took my 2 steps and I saw the linebacker suck in, I was like, yep. I said we got this one. I didn't know it was gonna be a touchdown, but I knew we were gonna get a lot of yards out of it.
You know a lot of the guys in the other team, and do you know who you're going to be lined up against this week?
Oh, yeah, I know them.
What do you think?
I mean, they're pretty good players, Just got to come out and play and perform like I always do and do good.
I know the team had more wins at this point last year, but it seems like when something would go wrong last year, you guys never could quite recover. You were competitive against A&M and Alabama, something that didn't happen last year. And like I said, although the record's not the same, what's different about this team this year? Because I don't know if last year's team could have responded with an overtime win.
Just to fight, just know you have to fight through adversity more. And the team, even the younger guys, they responded better to it. And everybody knows, it's never, the end until the clock hits 0 and they keep fighting our way through it.
You were part of the first recruiting class for Dan Mullen, even though you committed to Sylvester Croom, was here. How do you feel about the way you're leaving this program as opposed to where it was 5 years ago when you first got here?
I mean, I feel good, everything is. It could be better, but the program became a good little way since Coach Mullen came here, and a lot of the older guys that was here before me, they helped lead that way.
For those that aren't familiar, Gabe, was Liberty an Ole Miss town or an MSU town?
It was kind of what and what. It was kind of split. I had it was some players that played at in Liberty that went to Ole Miss and some that went to Mississippi State, so it was kind of half and half.
You got any family members that you see during the holidays that are Ole Miss fans?
Oh no. If they are, then I want to talk to them.
You saw the state of the roster when you got here, and y'all had two really good class start there. But what do you think about the state of the roster you're leaving behind? That's a lot of athletes, and this is kind of a small senior class.
Yeah, it's a lot of good young guys too. They're gonna be ready to step up, and it's not gonna be that much. You're gonna be a fall off.
Is there any specific reason why you like playing for Coach Mullen?
He's excited. He cares about what he do, and he's very passionate about it. And you want to play for any coach like that.
Do you remember your first Egg Bowl experience? Whether it's whether you were 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it kind of was. Because Coach Mullen was talking about how he was in a plane the first time he had on Thanksgiving in 1999 was his first Egg Bowl experience when he got to notice it on TV. When was yours?
I can't remember what's remember. I know I was real young, and they were making a big deal out of it on TV, and I remember it was a close game, and I didn't know how important it was until I actually got here, and I saw how important it was.
What was your first experience like here, like being a part of it?
The year I redshirted. I didn't play that year, and I remember we wasn't bowl eligible, but everybody was pumped up about the game, and the excitement on the sideline and we winning, it was crazy, man.
I think